Well, hey folks, how's it going today? I hope everybody's doing really good. I hope everybody's staying warm. It's 3 below zero this morning in Maine. Nice and crisp and cool out there. Anyway, I'm cleaning the benches off. I got some more projects that I'm going to be working on. And I wanted to do a demo on this harmony that I did the neck reset on and fixed up for a friend of mine. This has a steel reinforced neck, but a non-adjustable truss rod, okay? So I put a deer antler saddle in that I made by hand, some new bridge pins, and it was missing a string ferrule up here on the headstock where the tuner post comes through. And fortunately, I found one that matched, which is a long shot. But anyway, let's see what it sounds like. The action is really nice on this now. Plays really easy, and it has a cool sound to it. So here we go. Lots of nice ring to it. I'm using a real heavy pick here, so bear with me. I do this when I first play a guitar after it's been, through a major surgery like this, just to get everything moving and vibrating. So what a nice rich tone in this little guitar. I mean, it's ladder braced, but it almost has that kind of tone of an X brace guitar too. Now a lot of guys will take the backs off and X brace these too. This has become a thing. These guitars have good bones and good wood. They just need a little TLC and you can make a nice playing guitar out of them. So if I take my arm off the top of the guitar, it really rings. The sweatshirt kind of numbs the vibration, so. It's really fun to play. Wherever this thing touches your body, you can feel vibration happening. It's really alive, kind of. So anyway, these are really cool little guitars, and like I said, with just a little tinkering and TLC, you can make these into something really neat. I do like these ladder brace guitars for recording purposes and just playing for fun, but if you take a nice dreadnought, put it in a track, and let's say you want to add another acoustic part to it, and you add another dreadnought, even a different dreadnought guitar, the frequency range kind of cancels each other out, and you end up fighting one guitar with a fader and, that kind of thing. These guitars sit in their own place in the mix, and it's really easy to get a massive acoustic sound, using one of these and say a dreadnought or a triple O or something. It's really even across all the strings, which is also handy for recording. So anyway, folks, this one is done. The owner's on his way to come get it actually this morning, so we're looking good. Thanks for checking it out. Let's move on to the next one. Well, sorry about the dogs barking in the video, folks, but that actually was the owner coming to get his guitar, so perfect timing. You can't make that stuff up. He was very happy with the way it sounded and played, and that's a good thing for me. I love to hear that. This one, we're just plugging some holes on the headstock here on my old parts caster. I made a new string tree for it out of some extruded aluminum and a piece of stainless steel welding wire that goes through it, which, it's pinned right through it, pressed in there. And then I have 4 balled string ends to catch the strings, and it'll allow them to roll. And I had to drill those out a little bit to get them so they could fit onto the piece of TIG wire, but
was a pretty simple operation, honestly. And I wasn't going to do the 4-tree, but I decided it was worth a try, so I ran it out. So you get the D string, G, B, and E string all on the string tree. So it's a 4-tree, and it's got roller saddles, if you will, made from balled ends. I know this has probably been done before, but I wanted to give it a shot and just see how it worked. This guitar stayed in tune quite well anyway, so hopefully that will remain the same. Now I got a couple plugs that I'm glued in to the headstock from previous string trees that I was experimenting with, and that's what this guitar is all about. It's a non-stop, never-ending experiment. I try all kinds of different stuff on this, and it's good to have a couple of these, kind of parts guitars kicking around. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing is a really, really cool guitar. It plays awesome, and it sounds really great, too. I play this a lot, but I'm always kind of tinkering on it and trying new stuff. So I am going to make some more of these. This is actually the piece of aluminum that I found laying around the shop that I made this from. So there's plenty of material there to make, I don't know, 50 or 60 of them, something like that. Maybe not that many, but I know I could at least make, a couple dozen of them. So I may do that at some point, cut a few out. I may put one on my other Telecaster that I have the B bender on. That may help that too. So let's get over to the other bench here. Okay, so here we have an Epiphone acoustic, kind of like a 000 size body. This is a bolt-on neck made in Japan. Really neat guitars. I had a Dreadnought version of this guitar that I actually gave to the guy that just came and picked up his Harmony. It was pretty rough and had a lot of repairs, performed on it over the years, but it still played and sounded really good. So he came across this one. He knows I like this kind of body style, so he gave it to me. And it needed a lot of work. It had a really bad hump behind the bridge. And I don't know if you guys have been following along, but this was the guitar that I had the 12-ton hydraulic jack sitting on for 3 days. And here's the jack. Okay, so there's the jack, and there's the scale that I weighed it with. And no, I'm not telling you to put, like, jacks and car tires on your guitars. But it did have a really bad hump back there. So I took a padded caul, set it behind the bridge, and set the jack right on it, and put some humidity inside. I took a cup with some sponges that were soaked in water and put those in there, sealed up the sound hole, taped off the bridge pinholes, and just let it sit there for 3 days. You can even go back a few videos and check out how bad the hump was. I did shoot that maybe 2 videos ago. So now you can see there is just the very slightest hump behind the bridge. And it was really bad. It looked like it was about ready to give birth, or somebody stuffed a frozen turkey inside the guitar. Like I said, you can go back a few videos and check that out. When I first got the guitar, I was showing some of the flaws and some of the stuff that needed to be fixed. So that really did work. You might not want to start out with that much weight. Just do a little bit at a time. Keep some moisture in there. And it allows the wood fibers to kind of soften up enough and conform to that weight. No different than what the string pull did to cause the hump in the beginning. So that's my theory on that. And it really did take a lot of that out of this guitar. So hopefully that will help you guys out if you have a guitar with a really bad bump behind it. It's worth a try. It does have a crack in the neck pocket in the back corner on the treble side. I do need to fix that. and it had a bad crack here on the body side, on the base side, where the hip is. And the wood was actually uneven. I had to pry the wood out past, the other piece of wood on each side of the brake to kind of get it lined back up. It had actually a dent right here, so pretty bad brake. It's all healed up and sealed up now. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything to it cosmetically. I may just leave it like it is. This is just going to get played and played and played. So some more finish damage here and there. It's stuff that I'll probably, put a little super glue in at least to hold it together and go from there. So this is a bolt-on bridge as well. Now, as you can see, I made these little pearl dots here to cover the screws up, or the bolts or what have you. And I did that using a punch, like a leather punch here. And took a guitar pick, punched out a couple dots, and there you go. I thought the orange pearloid looked kind of different. Good way to identify my guitar, I guess, along with all the other tattoos it has. Well, anyway, folks, that works pretty good. I got that idea from my father. He told me to try that, so that's something I will definitely remember forever if I ever need any pearl dots or anything. Good way to make them on your own. So other than that, I'm getting ready to put this back together. It does have a little break here around the rosette, which I'll probably just pump some fish glue in there and, maybe put a clamp on just to kind of flatten that out a little bit. These guitars will cup around the sound hole and sometimes even break in this case. So, that's something that I got to address. Other than that, we're pretty close to putting the strings back on this. I got to find a couple more neck bolts because it only had 2 in it. The 2 front ones were in it and the 2 back ones weren't. Nice neck, good feeling profile. I love these bolt-on neck acoustics. I just do. It just seems right, You can work on them. You can change the neck angle. You can do all sorts of stuff with these. Do they sound worse than a dovetail joint? I'm not so sure. I think these sound pretty good. I have a soft spot for them anyway, so I may be a little biased, but as a repair guy, these are a godsend. Honestly, because, you don't have to worry about resetting the necks on them or anything like that. You can just work on it basically like it's an electric guitar. So anyway, folks, that's what I got going here. This one will be probably next. I'll get that put together and strung up, and I'll show you what it sounds like, and we'll move on to the next big one. I am getting ready to start on my 2025 guitar collection video, which it's going to take me a few days to do it, so I may do one long video, but it'll be a couple videos pasted together just to go over everything. Should be interesting. I do have some new guitars that have entered the collection this year, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We'll see you guys real soon. Thank you for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I just looked this morning and I was over 1,600. That's mind-blowing. Last year I was up to 500. And I hit 500 on New Year's Eve, so it was right down to the wire. But I picked up 1,100 more subs this year, which, it's not a lot. I don't have a humongous channel, but seems like the people that do subscribe seem to stay here and enjoy what I'm doing. So thanks again for all the support. I'll keep shooting videos and fending off the bad guys in the comment section. We'll see you guys real soon. Be good. Okie doke.